very good morning to my honorable lecturers and my fellow friends. I am Maishri Rajendran here from 22B to 2124654 is my metric number. I am here to talk about cross culture interview analysis. By not wasting your time, I would like to start my presentation by defining the culture briefly. Cultural diversity is a rich tapestry that weaves together the unique customs, traditions, and values of different communities. Each culture offers a lens through which we can view the world, enriching our understanding of ourselves and others. In this video presentation, we delve into the opinions of 5 individuals from various culture backgrounds, exploring their insights on time, gender roles, decision making, and leadership. And now I'm going to introduce my interviewers. Rahul Kumar Sean is son of Rajesh Kumar, is a Sikh. Sylvia Tang Swiling, she's a Chinese girl. And third goes Nurul Kuraturhani is from Melayu Sarawak. Roslyn Dubai Anajuan, she is from Iban or we call it C Dayak. And last but not least, Fiona Jovita, she's a Christian. Every culture have a different time perceptions. From Rahul Kumarsha is culture emphasized on a time as an expression of the divine, emphasizing the importance of using time wisely. From Sylvia Tang, she highlights that Chinese culture perceptive of valuing past achievement and they using them as an inspiration for future good. From Nurul Hani described that use of prayers time as a markers for daily and professional schedules in Malay and Muslim culture. From Roslyn explained that Gibbon culture lack of set rules regarding time, with customs of often dictating schedules. Last but not least, Fiona Javita views time as a gift from God, emphasizing the responsibility to use it wisely. Go to the decision making, Ravan Kumar explained that practice of seeking advice from elders or experienced individuals before making family decisions. Sylvia Tang emphasized the importance of respecting traditions and belief while carefully planning for the future. Aini said that decision-making process in a cultures where decisions are often made by parents, but children's also input is also valued. Roslyn Dubai Anajuan explained that decision-making within Iban culture, setting the example of Muay custom. And last, Fiona Javita shares the Christian practice of leaving major decision to the parents or grandparents. Again, if we go to the gender roles, Rahul described that traditional gender roles in his culture is the male is the household leader and provider, the household things, everything, while the female nurtures and cares for her children. However, he acknowledged that changing dynamics in modern household emphasizing flexibility. From Sylvia, she discussed that traditional emphasis on male dominance in Chinese culture, with women primarily confined to her domestic roles. Heine expressed a belief in gender equality. Despite the persistence of traditional gender norms in a culture, Roslyn Dubai says that custom of ngau in Iban weddings, where the bride chooses to follow the husband or wife families, indirectly aligning herself with their family. And last, Fiona Javita shared the Christian perspective of men are the head of the family and women are caregivers. And second part, we go to the analysis of culture dimensions. I choose Oxford Culture Differences Theory. It's created by Gid Oxford. From this, I have picked 3 of Oxford cultures based on the interviews. First is power distance, avoiding uncertainty, and masculinity. I explained one is power distance. In my culture, Indian culture is of a high power distance. It is visible in the traditional true structure where father, elder son, or grandfather and family provider. While power distance in Chinese culture is medium, it's because the cooperative leadership style that Chinese society values and the superior is the position of somewhat higher ranking co-worker. If we look at Iban, the power distance is so low or short because judgments are typically decided based on custom rather than the authority of specific individual. If we look to uncertainty avoidance, in my culture, the uncertainty avoidance is high levels of ambiguity. This is obvious because we can see the traditions and order are high value in my society and people want to precise norms and institutions and may be uneasy with the uncertainty and change. While in Chinese culture, have a medium ambiguity because Chinese culture places a premium on adaptations and flexibility, and people are more likely to take chances and experiment with new things. Furthermore, similarities and differences between my culture and other cultures are a lot. I would like to discuss the key ones. I will start from the similarity and differences between my culture and Malay cultures. My culture is more traditional than Malay culture because in my culture, women are frequently expected to stay at home and care for the family, where males are supposed to work. Women are more likely to work outside the home in Malay society, and gender equality is more important when I know the information is from one of the interview that is not about the. When we go to the Chinese, The differences between my culture and Chinese culture is Chinese leadership style have traditionally been more authoritarian than Indian leadership styles. Chinese leaders are expected to be decisive and demand respect, where Indian leaders are believed to be more consultative and more collaborative. And when we go to the differences between my culture and Iban, Indian society is more structured than Iban because in India we have a different type of caste system and into various people classes. In Iban there is no caste structures. And yes, in my Indian culture, Christian and Sikh are basically the same. So I won't go into the depth. And similarity for all cultures are that family and community are high value in all cultures. And cultures celebrate a number of festivals throughout the year, such as Diwali, Raya, Kaligawai, Chinese New Year, and Merry Christmas. And we move to the third part, impact on cross-cultural management in an organization. It's first and foremost will have effective communications. Managers can interact with employees from various cultural backgrounds more skillfully by using the culture insight. Managers also can educate themselves on the various communication styles that are preferred in various cultures and avoid from using language or gestures that could often confuse staff members. Managers who have a deeper understanding of cultures are better able to consider the various viewpoints and beliefs of their workforce. For example, can become knowledgeable about the many ways employees from various culture backgrounds make decisions and consult them when making critical choices. For example, an interview could reveal the management that workers from a collective culture places a high importance on cooperation and harmony within the group. If we go to the strategies, first strategies I will recommend is firstly we should develop understanding and sensitive to the other culture because it can be accomplished by workshop, training courses, or just pushing up staff members to become more culturally aware. Because employees are more likely to be considerate of another niche and show respect for another. When they are aware or appreciate on other cultures, managers should be flexible and adaptive so it's possible for something to be normal or acceptable in our culture but not in. And this is my last part. Personal reflection is important and my favorite part too because first and foremost, it was helpful in improving my awareness of the value of culture, sensitive and tolerance. I had learned to be more aware of my own culture basis. I used to be perceive the world through a view of my own cultures when I first started working as a language model. However, if I become more exposed to different point of view, I'd learn to be cautious of my own preconceptions and more open to new ideas. I have learned how crucial it is to embrace diversity, be open and flexible, and offer assistance and direction to staff members from various cultural backgrounds. I now have a better awareness of the value of cross-cultural management as well as the potential and difficulties linked to this experience. I am appreciative for the chance to learn more about this subject, and I am determined to use what I have learned to make the workplace more productive and inclusive for everyone. In conclusion, overall, the interview with 5% increases gave me a good opportunity to learn about the different viewpoints and opinions of people from various racial backgrounds. It is important to remember that each individual has their own story to share. Instead of generalizing about large group of people, we should focus on getting to know each other individually.
And in the last part, I would like to attach an interview video of some of my interviews because of the due of the duration is high. So I would like to make it short and attaching that. Thank you.
That's all from me. Thank you.